All right, guys. I have this recorded for everyone, so you can share this. We were just talking, it's back to school season, so everyone is kind of crazy this week doing all of the things. My name's Carrie Ann, and we are going to share a little bit with you guys tonight about a product that came into our lives, um, an all natural herbal tincture called pHix. Um, and so it comes in, we've got our bottle and we've got our individual single serving of snaps. This is matured hop extract. And guys, this isn't something that you're going to be able to get online anywhere. It's only from our company. This product has been around, matured hop extract has been used for, I would say, decades. It's been studied. In 1953, it was discovered by scientists, and it was $1 million a gallon to extract. So it was never going to come to market. So it was studied over all of these decades on what it can do for the human body. Until about a year and a half ago, almost 2 years, where a scientist, they were working on a project for a pharmaceutical company, and they were able to find a way to affordably, get this extracted. So this is where pHix came to be. And it actually ended up partnering with MPG because of the SNAP technology. So it's kind of just a whole crazy way that this came about and came to be. But we are the only company that actually has this product to market. You cannot get this if you're Googling and looking on Amazon, or you're going to find other forms of hops, but it's not going to be this exact product. Ours stays in patent pending status. That way we have the specific rights only here for this product. What you're going to see this product do is it's just blowing our minds. Um, Honestly, I just every day, or a new call or a new testimony in a group that comes in, I'm just in awe. We're not here to say or make medical claims, diagnose, treat, or anything at all with these drops. Consult your doctor if you've got questions. We're here to just share on our hearts our stories with you tonight of what this product has done and what the potential is. Just think about how your life could be better. What are the health challenges you're having, and what would life be like for you if those things went away? How would you feel if you got your body back into homeostasis? All of those issues that you're having, you can think about. These are the ways that these drops work. They come in, they activate your vagus nerve in your body, which essentially is kind of like the internet server for your body. That was a great explanation when I was learning, and it just stuck with me. So when your internet goes out, what happens? Like, so many things cannot function. If you're a business owner, you can't get online, you can't work, you can't communicate. There everything is off balance in your body. So what it's going to come in is going to come in, and it's going to get your body back online for you. It's that gut brain connection. So if you've got issues, there's a lot of people that have not been able to go to the bathroom for a very long time, and they struggle on the daily. And we are seeing that they're able to go and get that relief, or going too much and they're getting that relief. Think about anything in your body. Like, I'm a menopause girl. Most of my friends were all in menopause, guys. Or perimenopause, postmenopause. All of the things that wreak havoc. Going to come in and help you balance hormones. I don't have any hot flashes anymore. I'm not getting warm at night. I actually, the other night, I was like, I'm in sweatpants again. Like, it's crazy. Just thinking about what my body's been through. I went into medical menopause. So, I had all of this just happen, to me. And it's just been amazing to just feel calm. I've been on these 90 days now, guys. So for me, I was taking all kinds of supplements. I've taken great care of myself. You can take great supplements. You can take the best vitamins, eat all of the great foods, do all of the things you need to do, but they're not going to get your vagus nerve, reset and help so many other things in your body. So when, I saw this, I was having a lot of back and hip issues that were coming from, I had just a full body bone scan. I'm a cancer survivor, and just kind of to check and make sure that that wasn't the issues for all of the discomforts in my back and hips. And I had this full body bone scan, and right when I got those results, of having some degeneration in my hips, back, shoulder, these drops came into my life, and within my first week, those issues went away, and they haven't come back. I don't sleep at night with a heating pad, so I'm not waking up when that heating pad goes off and having all of the pillows propped all over the place. It's just incredible to see that part of it. It's like a light came on inside of me. Just a missing piece that I didn't know I even was missing. Like I said, I've always taken good care of myself, but I was getting overwhelmed with all of the extra added things to help with menopause, to stay healthy, all of the supplements. I felt like I was drowning in things that I wanted to try, and I wanted to stay as natural and healthy as possible. I didn't want to take those prescriptions that the doctors were sending my way. I wanted to get healthy in a natural way, and I'm just so grateful that this product came into my life. What you're going to do is you're going to take a full dropper 1 to 2 times a day. It's odorless, tasteless, and it's one ingredient, the matured hop extracts and water. And you're going to, it's going to burn visceral fat in your body for up to 9.5 hours. We've kind of found lately that people have said the sweet spot is kind of like every 6 to 7 hours they're doing their drop, so twice a day. It's not going to keep you up at night, has no stimulants in it. But that visceral fat is that toxic fat around your organs, that can cause inflammation and so many things in your body. So when you're releasing that toxic fat, and getting that out of your body, so many amazing things are going to come along. So Google the vagus nerve, guys, if you haven't. Like I said, I'm not a doctor. I'm not an expert. I've just been in the health and wellness field. And honestly, I've been in this space for a long time because I like to make people feel better. I like to make them feel better with, a business and with their health. I actually, when I shared this tonight, I said, I didn't even know the name of the company. And I walked away from a company where I was a multiple 7-figure earner, and had no problem jumping into this opportunity, not even knowing the name of the company. I just knew this product. I knew what was happening for my friend Holly, knew what it was going to do for so many people. And I said, let's go. And literally, it's just blown my mind. And I love seeing my friends having amazing results like me. So I am going to share my beautiful friend Christy, and I would love for her to share her story so you can hear what this has done for her.
Okay, so I have been on pHix since probably the beginning. I think it was right around the beginning of May. And honestly, I wasn't looking for anything. I wasn't unhappy. I wasn't uncomfortable. At the time that it was introduced to me, I was content with what I was doing. And not in I didn't have discomforts. I didn't have inflammation. I didn't have the things that so many people have gotten relief from. But it was introduced to me, and I was like, all right, I'll give it a try. And honestly, if I would have, and this is why, like, very controversial. If I'm not a fan of samples. If I would have just taken a sample of it, I probably wouldn't have. I probably wouldn't. I would have been like, all right, thanks, that's great. I tried it. It was great. It was no big deal. Because I didn't. It wasn't something that happened immediate for me. It was a slower process. And honestly, the biggest thing that I've noticed, the biggest benefit from probably, I'd say, day 4-ish, was the mood. Was I didn't even realize that I had anxiety. I just had this knot in the pit of my stomach. I would wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and just lay there, and my mind would just race. And I would just constantly during the day carry around this sense of like doom, like something was gonna, like bad was gonna happen. No reason. That feeling that you get like before you take a test, I had that all the time. And I didn't realize that it was anxiety. I didn't realize that I had something that I needed help, that there was even something. I just thought that was me. Until it was gone. And when it was gone, it was like, wow, like the things that normally would get me stressed out, or the things that normally would have had me anxious or nervous, suddenly didn't matter anymore. And not like a daze, like, oh, I don't care about anything kind of feeling. It was just a levity or a light inside that you don't know that you're missing until you feel it, until it's there and you're like, wow, okay, well, this is different than I used to feel. Going into August has always been a very, very stressful time for me. I worked in higher education for many years. I was the financial aid coordinator, so I was in charge of not only employees but things, and really stressful situations. And so August always held this nervous from sun up till sundown, constant stressful situation. And with having 3 kids, add on them going back to school, it was the same thing. And now I'm working in the school, and it's the same thing, leading up to August, going into August, with the stress and the deadlines and everything that needs to take place. It's not there. It's just a constant happy feeling that you're an active participant in your life. You're no longer questioning talking to people or voicing your opinion. You do it, and it doesn't stress you out to do it, and it's just an amazing feeling. And it's simple. The simplicity of it, you don't have to take a bunch of things. When you talk to other people about it, you don't have to explain, like, there's so many different pieces and parts to it, but it's wonderful. It's just one thing, and you do it, and it's great. So I can't recommend it enough. And I love hearing from my friends, like Carrie Ann said, when they are introduced to it, hearing their results and how it's different for everybody. Everybody has different things that they're struggling with or that they need fixed. And hearing from the different people, like, oh, this is what it's doing for me, and it's something completely different than the next friend you talk to. It's just truly incredible, and I'm so grateful that this came into my life. And I am going to pass it on to Marnie to tell her story.
Thank you, Christy. I am Marnie, and I saw Carrie Ann actually posting about these blue drops, the Vegas nerve. I'm like, what's that? So I messaged her and I'm like, what is this? I was curious enough because I couldn't tell you how many direct sales companies, multi-level, whatever you want to call it. I believe in these kind of companies. It's just finding that right fit. And I've done the supplements and I've done the makeup. And my last company was something totally different, was jewelry reveals. And, I always, years ago when I did the makeup, somebody said skincare, it's a residual product because you put it on your face, it goes down the drain. Well, that's kind of like what our products do. You take them, except they're doing something for you internally. And um, I can't explain the difference between this product versus anything I've ever tried. I like it because it's simple. I like it because I felt good out of the gate. So I ordered it. I had to have shoulder surgery on my left shoulder on May 30th. I fell a year ago in July. I tore my shoulder really good. I didn't mess with the rotator cuff, but the tendons were thinned out because I am older and in menopause. And I didn't realize all these things, affected that shoulder like it did. So I started taking my pHix, and I was in a sling for like 4 or 5 weeks. They didn't have to touch the rotator, which was a blessing because it's helping with my physical therapy. It helped with my pain management because they did give me pain pills, and I still have about half of them left. And I truly believe that this fix helped with the um, the inflammation that was going on in the shoulder. I've noticed my menopausal belly that makes me look like I'm about, I don't know, 7 or 8 months pregnant. When I put on weight, it goes butt and gut. And so I've noticed my swelling with the visceral fat going away. I started taking the Fit. I do have an autoimmune disorder. I'm getting ready to go to the doctors just to try and see where I can level things out, because I think what's happening is the fix is fixing my body internally, and the pills I think are like it's like they're like fighting each other. So, you do need to consult with your doctor. The anxiety, the stress with menopause. Not only have I had frozen shoulder twice on my right arm in physical therapy, um, the pain in my hips. I it would be so excruciating. I bought one of those 3-inch mattress cover or foam mattress toppers for the bed and found some relief. And as I'm sleeping, I kept thinking about I need to get those drops to see if it works, and they work. They really do. I no longer have the pain. I would go to stand up out of a chair and I'd be like an 80-year-old woman, and it would just hurt. My body would hurt from sitting for long periods of time. I don't, I'm not swelling as bad and like I used to. I have a photo booth business after an event. A lot of people think, oh, what a fun business. Well, guess what? You have to load your vehicle, set it up, unload your vehicle, set it up. And that's party time. And that's the part that most people see. And then when the party's over, you have to tear it down, load the vehicle. And then when you get home, unload the vehicle. That's an 8 to 12 hour day sometimes. And my feet would be throbbing, my body would be aching, and I would be on my couch the next 2 to 3 days. I can't say enough about this. If you haven't tried this, try it. Give it 30 to 90 days, because that's where it might take longer for some. Some I noticed it within that first 5 days. I started noticing things. So this the everything about this company, the community, um, it's just amazing. There's no cattiness. I've been with companies, lots of cattiness, lots of fakeness. It's not here. Everyone helps each other. And that's what I love about our team. It's amazing. And we are on the fastest growing team in the company. I want to throw that out. So I think that's about it. I could go on longer, but I won't. I want to thank you for having me.
Love it.
Awesome. Wow. Those are some amazing stories, guys. I'm so excited to get to hear y'all's stories live. So my name is Holly, and I started this product back in March, I believe. And I actually wasn't looking for anything. I was actually very content where I was. However, I didn't really feel aligned in that spot that I was in, like for a little while. I had just kind of been remaining stagnant. But even though I wasn't looking for something, I still always kind of tried all the products out there just because I wanted to see what was available. One of my friends posted that she could go to the bathroom, and I was like, I need to go to the bathroom. I need help with that. And then they added me to a group, and I got to see stories of people and the things that were happening in their life. And I literally resonated with every single story. I suffer from autoimmune disease. I have aches and discomforts in my neck and my hip. Actually, very bad aches and discomforts in my neck and my hip. I have inflammation, something terrible. It all probably comes from the autoimmune disease, but I'm looking for something that can fix my body. Like that's really what I was searching for. And I finally found it because I wanted to go poop. Like literally, that's all it was. What she said, it was a product that would help her went to the bathroom, and I was like, okay, great, I need that. Let me try it. And then I got the product. I wasn't a day one thriver. Oh, I said that. I wasn't a day one fix person. Oh, that's funny. So I literally had taking the product for the first week. I didn't feel anything at all. The next week, I actually kind of felt sick, almost like I had the flu. And then the next week, so it was the third and fourth week, it was almost like someone was taking like a light switch in my back of my head. I don't know why. It just felt like it was right there and was turning it on and then turning it off, turning it on and turning it off. So one day I would feel amazing. And the next day I didn't really feel much. And then the next day I'd feel amazing. And then the next day I didn't feel much. So I didn't know what was happening. I talked to one of my friends. I told her that I was trying this product because obviously I wasn't like shouting it out to the world yet. I just wanted to see what it would do for me. And she said, "You always quit everything you try. Just give it a chance." So I did, thankfully. And it truly was like the best thing that ever happened to me. I have lived with this pain in my neck for so long. It causes these headaches that wrap around my head and I can't think. And it is the worst. Like I would go months without, I feel like I couldn't even get anything done or do anything because I couldn't think. Literally, the pain was gone, 100% gone. It was as if it never happened. There was no remnants of it. Like, same thing with my hip. It was truly incredible. Like, I felt like I was just on top of the world. I was singing and dancing. I felt like my personality came back. And it's been a long time since I like felt that feeling. I felt like I was 20 years. I always think I'm 20, but I felt like I was 20 years old again, and that was a big deal for me. You know, it took me 5 weeks before I actually decided I was going to share this with other people, because I didn't know whether I should or not. You know, like I said, I was comfortable where I was, and I felt like, you know, what am I doing? Why am I going to do this? But there was no way I was going to be able to keep it a secret that my pain was gone. Like I truly just wanted to scream it from rooftops. I wanted to go on Facebook and make all the posts and make videos and just talk about it and tell people what was happening in my life, because I knew that I could make a difference in someone else's life if I shared it with them. I know so many people live with aches and discomforts in their body, and there's like, I don't know, it's just something about being able to change people's lives. I'm a hairstylist by trade, and so that's who I am. I like get to do people's hair, make them feel beautiful, make them, you know, love themselves by the time they leave my chair. And now I felt like it was like my obligation to take this product and share it with people, because truly it changed my life. And I know that people say that, and it's like kind of annoying to hear people say, "Oh, it changed my life." But it did. It literally changed my life because I was not feeling good. I was not in a good place. I'm in premenopause or menopause or whatever you want to call it. I don't even know. I have had zero hot flashes. It's like they're completely gone. Like, how does that happen? And like, it's just changing everything. One thing that is like a true miracle. My dad had been sick, and he had he had a heart attack last year, and then he has neuropathy in his legs, and he made us make him a doctor's appointment. And he's one of those guys that does not like to go to the doctor. So he had us make a doctor's appointment and said, "I really need to get my feet looked at." So we had started the process. It was like 2 months in. He'd already done like 2 different tests and 3 different doctor's appointments, and they haven't given him an answer yet. But I started him on the drops before we got the answers. So the day that he got his answers back that yes, he has neuropathy, he's like, "I could have told you that," because he already did tell him. That's why he went. But his pain was gone from the neuropathy. So now, like, it was better at that point. The other day, he told me he don't even feel that happening anymore. So, like, what's the product? I don't know why it's doing what it does or how it does what it does, or if it's just from activating the nervous or the vagus nerve, which I had never even heard of before, but it is doing something, and it's truly changing people's lives. If someone invited you to this call or this Zoom tonight, and you're watching this on the replay, make sure to ask them, "Where's this group she's talking about? I want to see these stories," because these stories are truly incredible. It changed my life just reading those stories, because I probably would not have even stuck with the product had I not been seeing what it was doing for other people. Some people, it takes one day to work, some people 5 days, some people like me, a month. And honestly, it just kept getting better and better and better. So 3 months in, I was feeling even better than I was at the 5 week mark. So you just never know what it's going to do for you. I always say, you know, why not? It's worth a shot. Like if you feel like crap and you want to do something about it, it's worth a shot to just give it a chance. So I just want to thank you guys for coming on this call tonight. If you have any questions, please reach out to the person who invited you, and we look forward to meeting you. Have a good night.